I've been waiting 6 months to make this purchase, and I just struck gold this morning at Harbor Freight. 2 years ago, I bought the 3-ton Badlands jack before it was kind of nationally available. I went to my local store and said, hey, you'll have this? Guy's like, I don't know. Found one, bought it, sight unseen. I love the jack, but there's a couple things that I have some issues with, and one of which is the 3-ton rating. I really don't have anything that I need to lift the entire vehicle off the ground with one lift point. It's a little overkill for what I use it for. While the capacity really isn't a big issue, I like having a bigger jack for the things that I use it for. It's still a massive, heavy jack. It is super long and wide, and it's bulky, especially when we take it on the trail. If I take the jack with me, this is kind of the space that it comes with, and I've actually dented the bed on a little off-road trip, and that brings us to our next problem. This 3-ton jack is over 70 pounds assembled. It's flippin' heavy. My last problem, and you guys might be able to see here on my driveway, is not the flattest surface to be working on a vehicle. So if you don't have any way of locking the wheels, or if you don't put it sideways in the driveway, well, it's going to be in the street, and I've done that before. This morning I saw on Instagram somebody had bought a 1.5-ton Badlands jack that we saw at SEMA last year. Well, I went down to my local store, I asked if they had one. Oh. Well, first observations, this is not 70 pounds at all. Before I open this, I want to prove to you guys, this is my receipt from this morning. I have purchased this with my own money. I'm not under any obligation to any embargoes or Harbor Freight sending this out to me. I'm also not affiliated with Badland jacks or winches. Badland Industries, my company. I make parts for the Colorado's, Canyons, H3s for all the generations. And I'm not part of the Badland Jack, Badland Winches, et al. Harbor Freight. So stop emailing me to get parts for your stuff. All right, quick observations. 28 7/8 high down to 5 inches. That's a huge range. That's probably because of the really tall extension. I kind of wonder if that'll switch and mount over there. Kind of looks smaller, but we'll see if that swaps over. That'd be freaking cool. 3,000 pound rated, 1.5 ton, obviously. Wrap around full length skid plate, 2-position handle lock. 2-position. See, that's what I wanted on this one. I wanted to be able to lock the handle straight up and down. So that's actually a feature that I didn't realize they included. They may have included. We're gonna have to find out when I get this undone here from the box. All right, other than Harbor Freight, this is a YouTube first, hopefully. Heck yeah. Wow. It's so pretty. That's kind of silly, Harbor Freight. So this here sleeve doesn't even reach. The bearing stops on the threads here instead of this, so that's kind of weird. See, this one's kind of the same way. This one actually goes to the edge of the threads too, both the front tires, so maybe that's not a big deal after all. Time. It's heavy, but nowhere near that thing. So one thing that I wanted out of the 3-ton that I thought they actually had on the 1.5 ton, which seems to be okay, is I wanted a lock at the vertical. I wish they had a locking position at the top as well. I know that would give this one a really narrow kind of section in between this angle and that one, but I kind of like having it here just because I can store it and then grab it from storage, tip it up. Oh, it's so tiny. For the sake of comparison, 72 pounds to 48 pounds. That is a huge weight difference. I mean, that is a massive weight difference. Let's check on the size of things. So the 3-ton is about 32 long. Little guy, 1.5 ton, just a touch over 23. So that's a huge improvement right there. Axle with the nuts, 11.5. Our 3-ton is about 13.5, so a couple inches smaller there. A height of maybe 9.5 inches there. This guy here, about 6.5. Jack handle height of about 37.5. This guy's a lot bigger here at 47.5. So quite a huge difference in size and weight. This has a minimum height of 6.25. And this guy has a minimum height of 5, so we're already 1.25 inches lower to fit under other cars. So maybe if you have an off-road truck and your wife's car, well, you can use the same jack to do both cars, lift both cars. Also, this is a 29 1/16 inch lifting capacity height-wise from 6.25 inches. Because of this massive extension and it extending even further than that, this will reach almost the exact same height, about 3/16 inch lower than the 3-ton, and it starts out lower. So this 1.5 ton has a greater lift capacity insofar as range. So when we were reading the box earlier, I thought that this 2-position had a lock where it was vertical up and down. Well, I was wrong. It actually kind of locks it there, and the 3-ton locks it just a little bit lower of an angle. I really wish they had like a lock straight up so that if you're storing this, you could just grab it, pull it off from where it's going, and then lift it up. But the 2-position is actually down here at the back, and I'm not quite sure if I'll even use that feature ever. This locking tab for the 1.5 ton is removable, so it'd be easy to throw in a mill or just hit it with a grinder and make a little detent for our lock here. Enough about the specs. You guys want to know how this works. 3-ton versus half as much, 1.5 tons, 3,000 pounds. We got to do a axle seal on Justin's Taco today, and let's go see how it works. Holy crap, that's huge. That's that's a pretty respectable lift, and we fit it under the front cradle of the Taco here, and we got that tire almost a foot off the ground. All right, we're gonna see which jack is faster down the driveway. Bye. You know, honestly, I really like that. I mean, that's very intuitive. You're already doing this with your foot, so I mean, that's awesome. So even though the jack is half the capacity, it's not quite as half as heavy. It's also not half as expensive. My purchase today, this morning, $300, and at the time of recording, the 3-ton Badlands jack is $400. So it's only about 25% cheaper, but it's half as strong. So you guys are gonna have to let me know if that 25% reduction in price is worth the half reduction, 50% reduction in capacity. I just want to bring you guys a super quick first look of the 1.5 ton Badland Harbor Freight off-road jack. And I want to hear from you guys. If you've made it this far in the video, why don't you go comment below what you guys want to see me do with this jack. What's its capabilities? Where's its weak points? You guys let me know what you guys want to see in the comments below, and I'd love to make a video just for you. Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you on the next one.